Hello everyone, it's Yogi here. I hope you're well. Happy Saturday. Yes. And it's our Aimee SAL. Every Saturday is Aimee Day. Last week we were doing the storm SAL, right? And so we missed 1 week. But I'm sure many of you were still stitching Aimee Stewart. So yes, traveling library. What an epic piece. And I cannot remember when we started this piece. We kind of started together, didn't we? And quite a few of you were doing the regular version of this pattern a little bit before us. And then and we got the max colors released, and we started together. So it's been maybe 3 months, something like that. So if you don't know about, not familiar with this piece, let me show you the markup and just have a look at this. Beautiful. I mean, the color scheme is just so gorgeous. It's like tapestry, isn't it? And yes, this is the inside view of a traveling caravan. And it's not just a caravan, it's a library as well. So it's by Aimee Stewart. And this piece only came out not very long ago. And then later on, there are 2 other pieces, and they're companion pieces that go with this one. And so this is the first one. Most of us started, and I know some of you are working on the other ones as well. Really, really excited. Really, really exciting. So this piece is a max color for me, regular size. And at this point, I'm not sure if there's a super size. Maybe it's not out yet, but I think it's been requested. So super size may be available at some point as well. But this one is more than enough to keep me busy. And some areas quite confetti, but it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. Just look at that little sleepy fox on the sofa there reading a book. And let me show you my app here, okay? So as I said, I've been working on this piece for a few months now, and this is where I am. Let me show you my app. So this piece is portrait and pretty long, and so I started from the middle and the top area as well, and kind of just working downwards, just finding different objects and locations that I'm interested in, and just stitch what I like, really. So this piece, I've given myself quite a lot of freedom in terms of how I progress. And I think it's working because I feel free to go wherever I want and look at what I've got here. I've got flowers, I've got bumblebees, and now today I'm going to move down a little bit more, okay? And before I do that, I want to show you the numbers as well. So this is from the last session. Let me erase and clear the crime scene there. So in terms of progress, 1.94, just under 2%. Maybe today, who knows? I might be able to go over. And the number of colors, yes, it is max color. So 239. Pretty typical for max colors. So I'm going to start a sprint here right in front of you, and this is a counter. It's going to capture all the stitches I'm going to make today. So here we go, and welcome everyone. So we did a members side quest session earlier on, and we had a great time. And so I see quite a lot of you come back to the second session, of course. And let's have a look. So we have Rajal here. Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. And Sarah as well. Yes, Yogi Squad. Hello, Yogi Squad. And also Kristen as well. Hello, hello. And yes, Kristen, we had a great time with the side quest. It's nice to do, different things and just mix it up. It's great fun. And there's a Lona as well. Hello. And Rachel, great to have you back. And Solar Winds as well. Just give me a second here. Oh, excuse me, just had to clear my throat a little bit and have a sip of my coffee. And indeed, and who else have we got here? Chelsea Summers. Hello, hello. And who else have we got? Brittany? Oh, Brit, sorry. I always get the handles mixed up. So it's Brit. Hello, hello. And Lona, I would say hello. And Lizzie as well. Sorry guys, I've got a frog in my throat, hopefully not on my fabric, okay? And Chloe as well, hello. And let me move down. Oh, a lot of chat going on already before the stream. How wonderful. And let me just keep going a little bit. Michelle is back. So Michelle is watching tennis match as well. Michelle is a great fan of tennis. And also, I think Michelle's son is a professional tennis player as well. Absolutely amazing. And Diana Miller, hello. And who else have we got? Samantha is back with us. And also Colette as well. I haven't seen Colette for a little bit. And good to have you back. And we have a new member. Oh dear. Yes, Michelle Kiefer. Welcome to the squad. And Michelle, just so, and in case you don't know, and we do members sessions, members streams, and for the last few weeks we've been doing weekly, and don't worry if you missed the previous few sessions, and they're archived, so you can go and watch them. It's great fun. It's great fun. And who else have we got? Jackie, hello, and Laura is back with us. And Grace Houston as well. I want to say hello to everyone, Cassie, because I'm excited to see you. And Kimber as well. Hello, great to have you back. And our lovely Susan is also here reporting to the chat. And Suzanne is back, yes. And Chelsea as well. And I'll be back to say hello to the rest of you, okay? And I want to get started. So this piece, the fabric count, I'm working on 28 count even weave, and it's a very, very light fabric. As you can see, you can almost see through my fingers down here, and very, very light comparing to 25 count, and I love it. And I'm doing 1/1 with DMC. And the colors are just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and really great definition as well. So, as I said, the previous few sessions, I've been working slowly but steadily around this arch area, and I'll show you where I am on the chart in a bit. But over here, I kind of pick one object at a time and just focus on the pattern, on the design, and move along to the next destination. And that's been my game plan up to this point. So I think the last session, if I remember correctly, 2 weeks ago, I kind of tried to move down here because there's some really interesting object that I'm interested in stitching, and I'll show you what they are. So this is where I am. This is actually that sort of arch area just above the bed in the far end there. Let me just show you the full view. Can you see that? So there's a lot going on here, So my plan today is to keep coming down to this session here. So from the flower and down to this little moon shape ornament there, and below there's a sun as well. So maybe I'm a little bit too ambitious, thinking that I might be able to get to the sun, but really depends on how I approach it. I might be able to just move down quickly, and stitching a little bit of the background as well. The background is quite strong, quite dark, and so this is my plan here. I'm quite excited actually, and let me just switch back to my view here. Okay, so I love stitching areas that's got kind of an object that I, really looking forward to stitch, and also strong background as well. So very little air stitching, hopefully. Okay, so here we go. And let me bring on my arm view here. Oh, wrong, absolutely wrong markup. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, my throat is playing up a little bit. Just let me find the correct markup here. So this is Vintage Baker, which I love as well. So let's have a look. Here we go. This is it. So there's a little markup there for your reference. And let's start stitching, shall we? So I missed this one for a couple of weeks. So I'll just pick up where I left off. And in the meantime, oh, hello. We've got a new friend. Let me have a look. Try to find you here. Hang on. Where are you? Trying to figure out where I am on the chat here. So we've got a new friend, I think, from Boston, right? So let me just read out the name, actually. I can't find you on the chat on the other side. We've got Mariago, Mez. And yes, I think it's Boston, if I'm correct. And Cedric is back as well. Hello. And Annie B as well. It's been a little while. Annie B. And Alandria as well. And Gayla. Gayla is back with us. Yes, we're so happy to see Gayla is doing well and joining us for the chat here. Yes, I hope everything is all good. And sending you a lot of love. And Clara, hello, hello. And I totally lost the last message I was trying to read. And I think someone from Boston, actually. Sorry, very disorganized. So I'm eager to stitch. Here we go. So I am going to pick, this area doesn't look too bad. Not too confetti, the background. The objects might be a little bit. Let me just have a look at what I'm stitching here. I've lost track. The red. Oh yes, there's a flower. Now it's all coming back. Yes, last time I was aiming for that moon profile there, and found this little red flower that's looking really pretty. And you know me, if I see sort of red flowers, I have to stitch it first. So this is where I left off last time. Okay then, in that case, let me start, just warm up a little bit, okay, with some of the background here. 310, what else? What else other than 310? Yes, spooky bingo everywhere, I bet. Here we go. A little bit of a 310 stitching coming up. And let me just pick a spot because there's so many. I can literally start from anywhere. 1, 2, 3. And Grace Halston is back with us as well. Here we go. And I hope, those of you have been going through the snowstorm, everything's okay now. Fingers crossed. And hopefully the crazy weather is... Oh, hang on. I started with already. I started on one stitch off. So this stitch I need to undo already. I'm demonstrating reverse stitching, okay, just for you guys. This is how we roll. But hopefully no power tools, okay? No power tools. And Becky Snook is here. Hello. And let me have a look here. Just start to warm up. It's little hands. We had a session earlier on, but very different kind of stitching. So just getting my hands and my head around. Full coverage. It's really pretty, isn't it? And let me know what you're working on, guys. You know, if you're, and you're allowed to join, even if you're not stitching Aimee Stewart, okay? We have side door, back door, and you can parachute from the ceiling as well. Let me mark my stitches as I move forward. And Suzanne is continuing with the long dog. I'd love to try long dog at some point because it seems to be very popular with our stitchers here. And it's not always single color, right? They have some. They have charts. There are multicolors. Because I just worry that I'm going to get very bored if I stitch one color. I don't mind it with black work, but with cross stitching, I just think I might get a little bit bored. I'm really happy to hear Gayla is doing a lot better. Wonderful. And Lane is back here as well. Welcome. Lona says, Yogi, I know you don't like the frog, but you shouldn't eat it. I'm not trying to eat it. It's more like, you know, being attacked by a green frog. Oh dear. And yes, oh, Sarah's having, Sarah is having 310 spooky bingo. That's because Sarah is stitching a piece. That's pretty much 310, through and through. Sidri says, I like fudgy more. Me too, me too. But sometimes it's not, you know, it's not fudgeable. Sometimes you just have to, you know, bite the bullet and frog. Hello, Stargazer. Hello, welcome back. And Stargazer says, hey, Yogi and Stitchy friends, I'm catching a live. Yes, South Carolina coastline is getting snow and expecting 4 inches. That's huge for us. And I'm stitching on Caroline Manning birthday cake. But Stargazer, hopefully last week wasn't too bad because you know, not that I know anything about America at all, but I thought the storm was starting around South Carolina or Tennessee or something like that. So it's still snowing. Diana Diana Miller says 3 feet of snow so far. 3 feet. Jeez. And it's still snowing. So it's not gone yet, the storm. My goodness. Here we go. It's quite nice to start with something strong. And Penny, hello. Welcome to the live stream. And Kelly, hello, Kelly. Oh, Sidra says you need a reverse stitching emoji. I think that's called frog or fudge. You pick one. Samantha says, to grip my new fabric, shall I mark the center and work my way outwards since it's so big? Oh, Samantha, are you gridding the entire fabric? That's super brave. I wouldn't dare. I always grid as I go because I miscount things all the time. And imagine if you have one grid just incorrect and the entire, the remaining grids, they're all off. I think it's much better to grid as you go, for me anyway. I know there's some aliens out there that grid entire piece, like Gemma stitches. She would do that with threads. Full entire piece. Okay, I think I'm gonna come back to the right side here. Yes, Sarah's working on black on black, black cat instead of the background. And it's amazing that piece actually has quite a few colors. I don't know where they are, maybe just around the eyes. So it's basically a piece that is very close up face of a beautiful black cat with golden eyes and completely dark background, right? It's pretty much just black. And the piece is called Black on Black. They're not lying. Chloe C is working on traveling library. 3%. Oh, I'm just under 2. Maybe at some point this month I can get over to 2%. And Brett is working on 6 portals. Oh, what happened? What happened? Why do I see that funny face? Funny face again. The alarm has gone off. What have I done? What have I done? Oh, okay. Yes, so you guys actually watching, are you? How refreshing. Oh dear, okay. Already. Second demonstration of reverse stitching. Okay, we've got some new stitchers here, new joiners. I just like to just show them how it's done properly by professionals. Okay, And I've got one few stitches here that shouldn't be here. And that happens from time to time. Of course, it's all part of the plan, okay? I did this deliberately just to show you. I know. It looks so natural, doesn't it? It looks almost like I just accidentally stitch 4 extra stitches. Oh dear, there's one more. There's one more here. And yes, this is how you do it, okay? If you're if you're in a similar situation. Oh, I can't undo that stitch actually. I don't know what's going on there. Why? It's being a little bit stubborn. Why is that though? What's happening to my reverse stitching technique? Why is it not working? I don't know what's happening. Can I fudge, guys? You know, the last piece I stitched earlier on, it wasn't fudgeable, so I had no choice. But this one, I think it's relatively fudgeable. Do you not think? Susan says, Yogi, we started traveling library on the 4th of October. All right, 4th of October. That's beginning of October, November, December, 3 months already, really? Well, 4 months. My goodness, 4 months. This is all I've got. Okay, guys, watch and learn, watch and learn. If you think you can't stitch slower, oh, think again. Watch and learn, okay? I'm demonstrating the slow stitching techniques every day here. And, oh, it doesn't want to come off, guys. Let me fudge, okay? I'm going to fudge because it doesn't want to come off. Clara says, I'm still working on And the forest grew. That's the piece I was stitching on with Nikki and Clara as well. 3 Musketeers working on the same piece. And Clara, I think you're working on linen. Okay, I'm going to fudge, okay? Let me fudge. I'm desperate. Rachel says in Tennessee, we have about 6 inches snowing on and off all day. Well, if just snowing, it's probably not too bad. If it's stormy as well, you know, if it's really windy, things flying around, it's, you know, it sounds a little bit dangerous. Diana says, it's another storm. We've got 2 feet over the weekend and it's been snowing every day this week. Upstate New York, we're used to snow, which is why I'm in Tucson, okay, Arizona for the winter. Yes, I think it's a lot warmer, isn't it? Hey, Dominic, welcome. Sidrid says, reverse stitching is when your thread is not yet ended. Yes, so there is a technical difference, okay? Frogging is when you, I can't remember who came up with this. I think it's a very good definition. Reverse stitching is the thread is still attached to the stitches you're trying to undo, and that's reverse stitching. If you cut it off and later on realize the mistakes, and that's, you know, that requires either fudging or frogging, okay? So learn the definition, it's different. Let me have a sip of my coffee and let me know what you're drinking. What power drinks are you having with your power stitching? And maybe some snackies as well. Chelsea says, I'm drawing the bookcase. Interesting. Not jumping frogs. I know. Nikki says, I'm working on putting 100 stitches into autumn Quaker. Oh, is it one of those rosewood manor patterns? I know they've got a few with flowers I really want. And I wish they had digital patterns. I really wish they would. But they're being a little bit old-fashioned about it. So Nikki's doing temperature rotation. I've heard about it. I don't know how it works. Is it to do, just pick a number from your temperature, like literally? Cassie's drinking Diet Coke. Yes, Laura, I agree. I think I know which piece you're referring to, the Quaker, and they've got a few, you know, with flower patterns. They're so pretty. Okay, let me double check here. So these ones, so I had to fudge one stitch, okay? Diana Miller says I'm drinking Lucid chai with some protein powder. Wow, that's power drink for sure. And added to make me think I'm doing something healthy. I know. With anything, if you just put a protein powder into milkshake, it's instantly, it just sounds a lot more healthy. That's very cunning. Yes, Sidri, I think it's just one stitch here. I overdid one over here. Susan, I know it's because, you know, because of people like you. We're stuck with papers, you know, Susan. It's like games as well, because you know, games been sort of downloadable for years and years now, but there's still people they want to buy a physical copy. I don't know why. Why do you want to do that? Suzanne is eating some crisps and having Sprite. Oh, what a combo. What flavor crisps, I wonder? Salt and vinegar, yeah. Cassie says this new 25 count Aimee Stewart might drive me to wine. You don't need excuses, Cassie. It's Saturday, you can have some wine. You're grown up. That's so funny. But I think, you know, after a couple of glasses of wine, you won't be able to stitch 25 counts. You won't be able to see straight. 25 counts is going to turn into 52 counts. And Lane is drinking tea. Very nice. What kind of tea then? That reminds me, I haven't topped up my peppermint tea for ages. For some reason, I'm just not off peppermint tea, but I just love coffee a lot in the evenings as well. Here we go. So let me mark this row of 310. That's lovely. So there's little red flower, but here is literally that moon face, you know. Let me zoom out, you can look at my pattern here. So this is that ornament, a moon ornament. The flower is literally behind it. So I might start to work on this little moon thing. So the color scheme is a little bit different. In order to do that, I might need to finish off a few more stitches of 310 here. Why not? Another strand of 310 coming. Hi Rose, the magpie stitcher. Michelle says, Michelle Fuller says, just got home drinking Starbucks latte, about to start traveling library. Wonderful. Let's have a look. So I want to do a few more 310 here before I move on to that moon ornament. Oh, go for it, Dominic. Dominic says I should make myself a pina colada to match my Tiki Beach sunset. Oh, that's perfect. Yes, tropical drinks for a tropical piece. Or is it tropical? I have no idea. Samosa, yes. What's happening, Laura says, Saga from Long Dog is on my list. Saga? Does it work on Saga? Whoops. Hi, Jacqueline. Hello. And Jacqueline's having a new start. Lone Wolf, Howling, and the Northern Lights. Well, sounds epic. And Andreas as well. Hello, good to see you. Yes, you made it. It's been a little while. I hope you're well. And Samantha says, trying not to blink while counting squares is a challenge. Well, I haven't poured myself a drink yet. Yeah, you know, try to do that after a couple of drinks. You know, everything's double, you know, looks double. And I try not to blink. But the more I'm trying not to blink, the more I blink. So that's why I have to count multiple times, and still I get it wrong. Hi, Mandy. Welcome. Chelsea Summer says, I take it that this is a yoga and drink night. Oh, wonderful. I have a whiskey and coke. Go on then. You know, we're grown-ups here. We can handle it. But the thing is, if you have a drink after yoga, because yoga gets your blood circulation flowing, so you might get tipsy a little bit quicker, which is probably good. It takes less, you know, it takes a little bit less. Oh, hang on. Oh, have I broken the rules again by no, this is another one of my reverse stitching demonstration. Okay, yes, already a little face. I know, I caught myself. I caught myself. It's okay, it's all good, all good. Yes, I just get, I get carried away. Okay, so that's correct, this one. I need to mark as I go forward, otherwise I just lose track. Okay, so that's all right, that's all right. Lona says, Yogi, there's a long dog sampler pattern called Saga. Okay, so nothing to do with Saga, the app. Okay. Fair enough. Is that correct now? 1, 2. Oh no, look at this. What's going on here? Why does it look like this? So, here we go. Seriously. The alarm bell has gone off again. Reverse, yes, I know, I know. I'm practicing reverse stitching today. Maybe today just one of those sessions that I just need to, you know, practice the technique, you know. It's important to brush up the techniques sometimes. Here we go. All right then. And let me end this stitch here because I want to get to that little moon ornament there. Andrea says, the ice storm last week had me working a lot, but no cross-stitching till later. Mending clothes now. Wow. I hope everything is okay. It's all good. Because last week, we actually did a 3-day SAL to, you know, offer our support for those of you who are going through extreme weather conditions. 310 going back. All right, here we go, and I'm going to move on to this bit here. It's a little bit of confetti here, but hopefully not too bad, not too bad. Let's have a look. Okay, so next one, next color is 372. 372. 372. Oh my God! All those names of patterns, they're so epic. Suzanne is Suzanne says, I'm going to start life after death after I finish. Jeez, all those names. And Heather House is here as well. Hello, great to see you. Happy Saturday. And stitching, Heather is stitching on Long Dog as well. That's popular. And Janine, hello. Hello, Janine. Let's have a look. me start this thread quite mindfully, because this is lighter. The color is quite light, so I have to be extra careful. Let's have a look. Sidru says, 310 is not your friend today. Well, indeed, not just 310. most of the colors are playing up. Hello, Hobby Haven. Hello. Samantha says, I just paired my wine with some honey. Habanero? Oh, and cheese as well. That's very sophisticated. Wine and cheese for Samantha. And mustard seeds. Ale cheese? My goodness. What a combo. Yes, wine and cheese definitely go together. Let me have a look. I missed that stitch. I like stitching just, small objects because you get to finish it. And it's a sense of completion, isn't it? So. Let's have a look. Where am I? Kelly says, not beverage time for me yet. Only 1:35 p.m. But Kelly, this is Saturday. It's Saturday. Everything starts early. And Cheryl says, hi all, soup, sandwich, then stitch. Wow, yes. Starter, main course, and then dessert. I think that one slipped. Here we go. Jeannie says, just got home and my cat is like a toddler. I want to be picked up. But a cat is 12 pounds. 12 pounds is okay. 12 pounds is not that bad. 12 pounds is like, well, it's not small, is it? 12 pounds is like 6 kilograms, maybe a little bit more, right? That's a big cat. It's a weight training, Ginny. It's like weight training. Maybe you can lift the cat with one hand and, swap hands. Like a dumbbell. Heather says it's so satisfying to see little motifs get filled in and become something, the essence of creation and making something out of ingredients. Absolutely, yes. That's why, if I don't have many pieces I can't think of any actually. I actually have objects really close up, like, you know, if some of you stitching like a person's face or something, that takes a long time before you, you know, you get anywhere really. Where am I? Where am I exactly? Here. Found it, found it. All good, all good. Hey, Rose, welcome back. Hobby Haven says this pattern looks gorgeous, but it's huge. I don't know if it's any bigger than any other full size Heaven and Earth, but it's portrait. It's kind of a longer. But I think the challenge is not just the size; it's the fact that this one is max colors as well. So quite a lot of different colors to switch around. I think the moon is going to be slightly tricky to stitch because all the colors are beige, light brown, pale colors. Here we go. 372, 372. Heather says, I think traveling libraries on the big size for full size Haid, a lot of them are around 300,000 stitches. Oh, is it? Let me have a look. I think, yeah, there may be some variations. So this one, yes, it's just over 400,000 stitches. Indeed. Here we go. And Hobby says, I have only stitched kits so far. I want to also try Haid sampler in the future. So Haid is very different from samplers, but definitely give it a go. I mean, up to I discover Heaven and Earth, to be honest, I was doing stitching kits as well, mostly dimensions. And now we have a dimensions SAL day every Wednesday to celebrate beautiful patterns. Hello, Captain Squirrel, and Travis as well. Good to see you. So Hobby is stitching something that's around 67,000. Oh, that's similar to my the rabbit piece. It's around there as well, maybe a little bit less. Oh, Sarah's piece is quite large, isn't it? So 448,000. Oh, squirrels and turtle finally reunited. It's been a little while, guys. Yes, beautiful. Lynn says, Yogi, it took me nearly a year to stitch my mum's face. It did not look nothing like her, I think, and like magic that she was my beautiful mum. So yeah, I find it quite interesting sometimes because even if you're doing something like what I'm doing, cross country of some kind, you build up stitches, and even when you're very close to completion, sometimes it just doesn't look like anything particular. But when you fill in the final few stitches, suddenly everything pops. It's really interesting. All right then. This one here, the next color, my choice is 3773. 3773. 3773. It's a brown. Three seven seven three. There you go. It's interesting. I've got this on my chart. 3773. Does that mean 407 is the discontinued color? I can't remember which is which. But 3773, or maybe this is actually 407. Laura says Heaven and Earth mini charts are around 80,000 to 90,000. Yes. But mini charts, I think, it's smaller, but I'm not sure it's easier to stitch necessarily, because both regular size and also mini, they have the same number of colors, 90, right? So if you think about, if you do the math, 90 colors in a much smaller area, it probably means more color changes, more confetti. So there are less stitches, but it doesn't mean they're easier to stitch. Heather says 3773 is discontinued. So this one is probably 407. Because I can't remember what I did. Travis says, I know exactly what you mean, Yogi. The colors on the shell of the Pokemon I'm working on didn't really make sense until I got it more filled in. I know, sometimes it's just the last few stitches, suddenly everything makes sense. Because I remember stitching the kitty on the winter reading nook. I was getting quite worried because I kept stitching and stitching and stitching, and it was probably 95% completed, you know, in the face area, and it just didn't look like a cat. And I kept going, and finally the last few stitches, suddenly everything pops out. It's quite strange. The final magic stitches. And let's have a look. So 407 replaces 3773. Here we go. And talking about cats, guys, particularly members, if you weren't there on our last session, we have a new dolly emoji, okay? So it's a new addition for the winter season. And so up to this point, we had Happy New Year dolly, okay, a Christmas dolly. We have Christmas dolly, and we have New Year dolly. So New Year dolly is graduating today because today is the last day of January. So we're transitioning to winter season dolly. Yes, Captain Squirrel. Yes, absolutely. And so this is going to be with us until the spring dolly comes out. Exactly. There you go. And with the launch of the new emoji, so the members on our last session on the side quest already know, guys, Yogi has merchandise. Yes, we have a shop, okay, Yogi shop. And so going forward, you can find the items via store from the channel page. But at the moment, they're not updated fully just yet. So I'm going to share a link with you and you can go have a look at the shop, okay? I'm really, really happy to share this with you. I shared this earlier on with the members that came to the side quest. And I'm going to just paste this in the chat there, okay? And you can have a look at our... Let me have a look. Let me get a link here. So you can go directly to the shop to have a look. And let me know if you like it, because I spent a lot of work designing, creating the design there for you. And so currently we've got marks, and I'm going to show you, have a look at the items with you together, okay? I'm going to pin this actually, hang on, so you can actually, let me pin this. There you go, so it's on top of the chat there, you can have a look. And I'm gonna just open a browser here to share it with you. Come have a look. So this is the new Yogi shop, okay? So I designed these ones for you. So these are based on all the stuff that's going on, you know, on our day-to-day live streaming here. And Alien Mark, exactly, Lona. Yes, you and Sarah both, okay? So we've got dolly mugs. So this is the snow edition, and it's got a white background with a dolly with a woolly hat, and at the back it says snuggle, sleep, and repeat. That's a great way of living, okay? This is how we should be doing it. And so this is the winter edition, the snow version. And then we have another one. Let me just jump over there for the second version. That's the winter diva, okay? So it's a diva because it's got some really, really pretty colors. And also in the back, it says, I woke up like this. Natural beauty, you know? Dolly's very, very proud. Dolly knows she's got it. And it comes with 3 colors, and they're all gorgeous. They're all kind of pastel colors, really soft. And it's got a pink one here as well. I adore it so much. And from our dolly marks, of course, we have the yogi squat marks as well. And from the front, it's a yogi doing yogi moves. And at the back, it's got our lotus and yogi squat. And it's official. Okay, this is yogi squat. And it comes with several different colors. So hopefully you're going to find one that you like. It's really, really cute. And if you wake up in the morning drinking from this mug, it's going to cheer you up for the rest of the day. And of course, we have alien mug. It has to be done. And when I was designing this one, okay, I was thinking about Sarah and all our alien members. So this is so This is the front, okay, with UFO and the stars. And at the back, we have the official Alien Club logo there, okay? And for all the Alien members and beyond. And also on the side, there's a little line there. So this UFO is flying over to the base, okay? There you go. And I love it. And it's got a badge as well. It's a star badge. So it's official. It's official Alien Club member. And of course, we have bingo mug as well. It has to be done. Has to be done. So this is the only one that's got a black background here, and at the back it says "Happy Spooky Bingo." It's beautiful. I mean, the items here, they're really good quality because this company, they're partnered with YouTube, so for many years now. So it's really really great quality products. And let me have a look. I think we've got this one as well. So this one I think we can all relate to, right? Do you want a frog or do you want a fudge? Your choice, right? And I'll probably, I think I got some suggestions that maybe adding more different color backgrounds as well. So I'll play with that and I'll report back to you when that's done. And we have a bag as well, tote bag with, it says one move at a time at the front and one stitch at a time at the back. Guys, so yes, and we have more coming to the shop. I'm working on clothing as well. So we're going to have some really nice t-shirts and maybe some hoodies as well. So I hope you like them. I am so happy that I get to do these for you, because these are kind of our language, our, secret codes that we shared during live stream in the past few months since the channel started with daily stream. So they mean a lot to me and hopefully to you as well. So we're just having some fun here. So thank you guys. So there will be more goodies, and I'll probably have a couple of digital products as well. So I'm creating some templates for thread cards, and hopefully I'll be able to share them with you soon. Heather says, I want them all. Back? Am I back? Can you hear me now? All good? What about now? Can you hear me? I think it's back. I don't know. It plays up sometimes, this microphone. Is it back? No? Am I back? Oh, great. Dear, oh dear. Okay. I don't know what happened. It happened last time, maybe two streams ago. I don't know what's happening. So, but the microphone is fine. It just suddenly went off. So where was I? I can't remember. Maybe I've been silent for the last 2 hours. Good, good, good. Thank you. Well, I love this alarm system because it saved me so many times. Let me just go back there. Heather says UFO on the alien mug. Aliens don't have UFOs because they stitch so fast. Exactly. Thank you so much, Laura. I had a great time, designing them because they're not just kind of nice pictures. They actually mean a lot for stitchers, particularly if you've been coming to the streams daily with me. And these are our lingo, you know. So if you've never been to a stream before, maybe they don't mean anything because we kind of created our own language. Oh, this thread is playing up, isn't it? Here we go. Catherine says, can we order from the US? Yes, it's worldwide. It's worldwide. The company is actually American, but you can order wherever you are. Lona says, got my alien mug ordered. Yes, Lona, you're firmly in the alien club. Okay, so you definitely need one. So this one is over here. I've got the second leg done, right? The colors are so pale. So let me just cut off a little bit underneath there. I think there's I don't know what's going on with this thread. There's a nut underneath. Here we go. Much better. Ah, okay. So I was saying something about a poster. And yes, we're talking about a poster. So I remember now, I was talking about the fact that they have stickers as well. So they're quite large that you can, put it on your laptop or your bags or fridge. So it's not quite posters. I think they do posters as well. Here we go. I knew beige and light brown is going to be challenging to stitch. As Solar says, Yogi's your mic wireless maybe needs the driver update. Very good point. It's there's no software attached as far as I know. It's not linked up to a computer. It's normally behaving quite well, but it kind of happens. A similar thing happened a few days ago. So I have a look at what's going on there. Because normally, if it goes off, it's normally the battery, but it's not. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've got that one. And this one as well. Lona says, thank you for doing this for all of us. It's my pleasure. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you like it, because, you know, those marks really make me smile. And I think it's so wonderful that I can incorporate, you know, all the things that we've been doing since the channel started, and turn them into design for you. Such a blessing. Janine says, what about needle minder? That would be fun. I know, I'll love to be able to make needle minders. But it's a little bit tricky because it's a very niche area. And for me, in order to be sustainable, I need to work with companies they can make on-demand stuff, rather than having to make, you know, like 2,000 of them and then sell them. That's not really workable. So it has to be on-demand type of companies. If you know any, I'm not aware of any. If you know any companies, needle minders, that they do that, it'll be fantastic. Captain Squirrel says stickers would be awesome. I can place it on my PC. Yes, if that's, you know, it's something that you guys do, I'm happy to create some, because I just wasn't sure whether that's something that you guys will want. I'll definitely look into that. Here we go. There. 3773. Laura says stickers would be nice on my stitchy tablet. Oh, okay. Wow, Samantha says, I would love the sticker for my laptop as well. Wonderful. Then I'll create something. Susan is making hot chocolate. Amazing. Michelle says it's nice to stitch on traveling library again. I got off a roll and put it in timeout. It's been 13 days. Yes, for me it's about, because last week we didn't get to do it. And so for me, it's probably about 2 weeks as well. But it was quite fun to work on the rabbit piece. I love it. I'm going to do more. And the next color of my choice. Let's have a look. So this bit is slightly tricky to stitch because of the color scheme. So I might just go back and forth. I still have some red stitches to do. Let's have a look. Yes. It's quite red. Oh, for a change. Okay then, 498, 498. It's a nice pink color. Ah, Janine says, I could probably make my own needle miters if I had the stickers to put in the buttons. Ah. That's very clever, Ginny. So this one. Okay, just one stitch. Single stitch here. Ruth says, I'm stitching on Catch the Wind from Butternut Road. Oh, I'm not aware of that piece. Stargazer says the channel logo and letter would be great as stickers and needle miters. Yes, I'd love to work out something, you know, find out a way to create needle miters. I can imagine that would be great fun. And I've got some, you know, really fun ideas. And let me do a yogi move right here, okay? Live demonstration of yogi move, because I'm taking the thread down here. So I want to minimize floating thread under stitched area. So I just performed a yogi move. Two. And then one more here. Janine says, I'm thinking about doing Aimee Stewart's Love Letters Chocolate Shop as my next new start. Yes, someone else is having a new start with that one earlier on. I can't remember who. That's a beautiful piece. I think the person's doing it on 16 counts. It's going to be a large piece. Yes, Michelle, I just did a yogi move right here. And let's have a look. And that one's doable as well. It's a brown, 3/8-30. 3/8-30. Samantha, so you're going to grit the entire piece. You brave soul. Oh, it was Samantha. Yes. Samantha says, I'm restarting that one on 16 count. Okay, so 2 stitches here. Travis says Marek got up from his nap because he knows Yogi was streaming. Hey, Marek, watch this. You know, Yogi doing yogi moves and reverse stitching, okay? All important techniques, life skills you won't be needing when you grow up, okay? Watch and learn, Yogi. Watch and learn. Let me just do, oh, I only did one leg with that one. The other leg. Okay, 2 stitches. Three A 30. 3A 30. So I'll probably work on the outline of this moon a little bit because the color schemes, all the browns is a little bit challenging. I'll probably keep working on this flower as well. A few more stitches to go. 2 stitches indeed. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Not 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. So just these 2 here. I remember when I first decided to try 28 counts, I personally blame Nikki, okay? She kind of led me stray. And when I first decided to try 28 counts, I was really nervous, even though I was doing 25 counts for quite a bit. And now it feels very similar. I don't think about it. I think 25, if you're comfortable with 25, you should be able to do 28 with no problem. And I actually really like the fabric as well. Really, really light. to stitch. Okay, 2 stitches. I think the flower is probably one of those things, even though it's about probably 90% completed, but it just doesn't look quite there yet. But I think these remaining stitches is going to make a lot of difference. 3, 2, 1. Let's have a sip of the coffee. Right. So they're not quite ninja stitches, but there are a few loose stitches here. I'm gonna just go ahead and complete them. It just has to be done at some point. Might as well be now. 902, 902. And you can probably tell that I'm trying to escape from the beige colors. I think the object is really interesting, but it's just the color scheme for me is a little bit challenging at this point. Janine says, does anyone know if 20 count comes in Ada or only Hardanger? I want 20. I thought Hardanger was, I probably butcher the pronunciation, but Hardanger, I think, is 22, right? Suzanne will know. I think 20 count is Ada, isn't it? Or could it be either? That one. So that one's done, okay. And this little one. There. And I think there's one more stitch here. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Ruth says 20 is Ada and 22 is Hardanger. Yes, that's what I thought. So there is no 20 count even weave, right? I think we have similar discussion kind of back and forth a few times, but it takes a few times to actually kind of get your head around. I think Ada generally is up to 20 counts, and beyond that, 22 for some reason is Hardanger, and beyond, if you go up to 25, it's even weave. Lynn says nearly a tea break, Yogi. Oh, the chat is keeping Yogi, you know, in check with the time. Yes, a few minutes. We'll have our chocolate break. Janine says, my mistake. I heard hardanger is terrible to work with, so I was worried. Why would you think that then? So I've got 22, I'm trying to think. I've got a couple of them. They felt very, so kind of somewhere in between Ada. It still feels very Ada, but also not that dissimilar to 25 count. I think it feels very similar to even weave. Oh, is that so? So hardanger can be any count, really? I didn't know that. So there's no 22 count Ada, is that the case? Clara says 24 count is called Congress class. I've never stitched on 24 counts. Why is it so uncommon, I wonder? Maybe for cross stitching it's uncommon. Because we talked about this before, you know, if you think about fabric count, they're generally even even numbers. Well, we've got 11 count, so 11 count, and then you go from is there such a thing as 12 counts? I don't know, but there's 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and then suddenly it's 25, and I've never seen 24 count fabric. I'm sure they're out there. And then 28, 32. What happened to 30 then? It's all a bit random. Clara says, there's 20 count even weave. Sola says 22 count is hard to cross stitch on. I think I'm trying to think which one is tricky. I think 20 count is also quite tricky because I'm trying to think. Because sometimes it's not so much it's hard to stitch. It's more, it's kind of tricky to pick whether you do single strand, double strand, full cross or not, that kind of decisions. But stitching wise, it's probably not that different. I haven't found sort of fundamentally different. Right, let's have a look. Next, I want to complete this flower here. So I'm going to pick this one here, just one stitch, ninja stitch, 3740, 3740. I think 20 count can be quite tricky deciding whether you stitch single strand or double strand, because 22 you can probably get away with single strand, full cross. Just one stitch, this one. No, 3740. Hi, Nutty. Lona says hard angle is my favorite. So there you go. Every stitcher is different, isn't it? So Suzanne, is there any difference? What's the difference between Oslo class versus hard angle? I thought they were the same. No. Janine says I thought hard angle was more like linen. No, it doesn't feel like linen at all. It feels very Aida, kind of somewhere between Aida and even weave. Brittany says, my first cross-stitch kit came with 27 count even weave in a kit. That's very unusual. I didn't even know there's such a thing as 27 count. That's very, very interesting. 947. Two stitches. I need to do a yoga move, or yogi move rather. Whoops. Clara says the stitchers who stitch on Congress cloth usually stitch golden kite charts. I have no idea what they are, using 10 stitches because there's so many blended colors in those charts. But why 20 Congress cloth? Oh my goodness. So literally, they're fabrics of any count. So 23 is a thing as well, is it? So maybe those less, I would say, less popular fabric counts. Maybe they're being used for other types of projects. Maybe other types of embroidery. I don't know. Because in cross stitching, for some reason, you don't hear about 27 counts or 24 counts very often. Okay, so I'm trying to get to this stitch. Rose says, and from Max Color Stitcher, does all her projects on 22 counts. She mentions in one of the videos the one piece she got was different brand and had to work with and hard to work with. But what is so special about 22 counts other than the fact that it's 22 counts? I actually don't find the texture of the fabric is that different from 20, for instance. 947. Lovely. Oh, this is what I mean, because up to a few stitches ago, it kind of looked slightly, you know, iffy. And now it's got a lot more definition. Lovely. Let me pick up these ones. So it's really worth doing these lone stitches. Like this one. There's only one stitch. 3777. $22. So Suzanne, when you work on 22 counts, do you do single strand or double strand full cross? I wonder. Because double strand is kind of quite full, but single strand, I think you can get away with 22 counts, but it's slightly on the lighter side. There, just one stitch. 377. Hello, Dolly. Hey, babe. Here we go. Let's go say hello to Dolly. Hi, baby. How are you? Come on, then. You're on a coffee mug, you know, babes. Would you like to say something to Stitches? What's your special message today? Maybe a bit shy. Well, that's Dolly's message on this Saturday. I think she was just saying that you know, just keep stitching, and if you need a frog, you know, or fudge, do whatever you want, just keep stitching. I think that's the message today. I know. Yes, Lona is correct. Dolly says, be happy. Yes. Sola says, is that a picture of Dolly? Yes, that's her. That's the little person right here. Travis says, Tia is the best. She's making grilled cheese for supper. So what is grilled cheese then? So it's not just grilled cheese, is it? Is it grilled cheese with something? Is it on a piece of bread? Or something else? Lizzie says, I wish you could bottle the sound of cat purr. Yes, I know. And light purring is the best. You know, right here. 2 stitches. 2 stitches. Let me double check. A14, A14. Beautiful. Oh, it's a sandwich. I thought so. It couldn't be just grilled cheese. It doesn't sound very appetizing. It has to be on something. So grilled cheese is essentially like a cheese melt. Roxy Wild says, speaking of cats, there's an outdoor cat that has figured out how to trip our ring sensor and subsequently drives my dog crazy. Oh my goodness, that's a cunning plan. Yes, I've seen all sorts of strange ring camera videos on YouTube. It's like, you know, dogs and cats, they know how to ring doorbells. They just go, let me in, let me in. It's just a matter of time before they conquer the world. If they can ring doorbells, what else can they not do? I'm going to perform another yogi move. Suzanne says, have you never had a grilled cheese yogi? I'm just thinking maybe it's not something I'm thinking about. Maybe we just got different name. Is it like a cheese melt? Like cheese with inside 2 pieces of bread? Or is it on top of 2 pieces of bread? Is it covered? It's fully covered and then grilled. Oh dear. Yes, we started another food controversy. You know, grilled cheese. What is it? What is grilled cheese? So it's bread, cheese, and butter. But where is cheese? Is it on top of a piece of bread, like an open sandwich? Or is it between 2 pieces of bread? Or is it between 2 pieces of bread and on top as well? Which one? Let me see if there are more stitches I can... No, I'm going to cut it off. So if it's just cheese melt, then the cheese is inside of 2 pieces of bread. But essentially, you're eating the same thing, just in different order, right? 814, 814. Oh dear, I think I opened another can of worms. Yes, here we go. Sola says, you grill a cheese sandwich, no mayo, with butter. What do you mean with butter? So you literally grill the cheese on a frying pan with butter. So it's a cheese sandwich. So the cheese is inside between 2 pieces of bread, and then you grill the cheese on a frying pan with butter. Is that what it is? Oh, then in that case, I don't think I've had it. It's very exotic. Oh, toasties. Yes, over here as well. Ruth says in Australia, we call them toasties, like tomatoes and cheese in mine. But toasties, they're basically paninis, aren't they? But not with panini bread, but you press them in panini press and grill on both sides. But from the sound of it, are we talking about frying pan, like actually grilling the sandwich? I don't know. So toasty is basically different, you know, you basically press two pieces of bread together with some fillings in the middle. And bread, 99 bread. Not Brittany, it's bread, okay? Just to tell them apart. Oh, very close, bread. So bread wants to get to 7,000. Have you stitched 7,000 just today, bread? Would you like to join the alien club? I think we have some openings still. All right then, let me have a look. Over here, a couple of stitches over here. Two stitches, 3A, 5A. Lizzie says this is what we call toasted cheese sandwich. Yeah, toast cheese sandwich. Well, you can toast any sandwich really with cheese in it. But this is very specific. This is like cheese only, cheese and bread. I'm not sure it's exactly the same thing, because if you have some cheese between two pieces of bread with some tomatoes or whatever, and you press the sandwich in a panini press, that's just that as toasties, right? So Suzanne says 2 pieces of bread with butter on the outside, so that's the key. And oh, so you spread the butter on the outside and with cheese between 2 pieces of bread. So only cheese. Do you put anything else in there? So that's very specific. I think I've seen something like that or similar at Starbucks. Sometimes you can buy like untoasted bread and then they toast them for you or something like that. And very often you can tell that there's a kind of coating of butter on the surface ready to be toasted. Suzanne says the classic lunch is tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwiches. I see, tomato soup. So classic for where? For what? For whom? Who's classic? Is it an American classic? I need to know. So that one is done. There's one more. There's one more here. Sola says then you have fried mozzarella. Confused yet? Fried mozzarella is Italian, isn't it? Or is it not? Sort of, it sounds like something the Italians would do. Janine says put tomatoes in it with the cheese. So you're allowed to put other things inside with the cheese, right? So it's not just cheese. So essentially it's grilled cheese and tomato sandwich. But technically, you could grill any kind of sandwich, can't you? You can have avocado. Dun, dun, dun. I mentioned the A word, okay? Do not panic. It's okay. Avocado is delicious. Oh dear. I think there's some cat drama out there. 3858. 3858. Oh, that's looking very, very pretty. Very nice. And I've got a couple of stitches here. It's going to make a world of a difference. Single stitch. 892. Chloe says, so like a cheese toasty, but not squashed. Interesting. So by squashed, Chloe, you're referring to being pressed with a panini press. Yes, that's a very good point. So how do you grow them? Do you grow them with a panini press or just open, sort of, you know, just being grilled on the frying pan? Because you could do that as well, just to melt the cheese, right? I'm just trying to figure out how many stitches actually rushed out in the last 10 minutes trying to get ingredients to make the cheese toasty. Single stitch. A92. Ah, so with frying pan. So it's different from panini, sort of toasty, as in pressed. It's literally grilled on a frying pan. Natty says, our grilled cheese is your cheese melt. A cheese toasties. Cassie says, my mother used to make grilled cheese crackers. What? Instead of bread, you use a cracker cooked in butter. It's really good. So how do you have cheese in between two pieces of crackers? And when you say crackers, are we, because the crackers are quite small, aren't they? So mini cheese cracker, whatever it is. Ruth says, before we had sandwich presses, we used to do them in the frying pan. But the thing is, though, not just the fact that they both melt the cheese, but the texture of the bread, they turn out different, don't they? If you press them, they become more dense. But if you just grill on frying pan, it's kind of slightly different situation. It's soul food, yes. So you can put all sorts of things like ham and bacon, whatever. Fair enough. Yes, ultimately, grilled with panini press or not. Yes, it's cheese and bread. You probably can't go wrong with that. Right, so look at the flowers. I think I've completed it. This little flower, look. It makes so much difference with once all the stitches are kind of all filled up. Really pretty. I just love these little motifs everywhere. All right then, let me do a little bit on this side as well. I just feel like I can do with a little bit more definition. A38, A38. Janine says, who knew grilled cheese and grilled cheese sandwiches were basically American. We have restaurants here, just do all kinds of grilled cheese sandwich. I thought the idea was probably French, right? It's quite popular in France. You have kind of grilled a piece of, I think just single layer of bread loaded with grilled cheese grilled, basically. Kind of open cheese sandwich without the sandwich bit. Tomato soup and grilled cheese is classic USA. Really? But why tomato soup then? Can it not be sweet corn soup or whatever it is? Cream of corn. A38. Whoops. Very, very pretty. I love it. Kristen says, have you not learned that Americans will find any way we can to add fat and cheese to food? I think that may be universal. Maybe universal. Michelle says, I grew up eating grilled cheese sandwiches and tomato soup. Wow. So maybe there's one of those comfort food that your mum makes and we just grow up eating it. So fond memories. Food is so important. It's attached. There's so much sort of, not just memories. I think it's kind of DNA, that it becomes part of us. And that's why the same food tastes so different for different people. And it's not just whether you like it or not. It's something that's kind of built in us. Ooh, did I just mark that off? Oh dear. Hang on. That's not what I meant to do. A01, A01. Oh, mac and cheese as well. That sounds so American. Because when I watch American movies, the kids or, people in the family, they always have a plate of mac and cheese. And Macaroni and cheese. Lona, there you go. I knew it. Lona just made grilled ham and cheese sandwiches. I think probably quite a few stitches are going to have that for supper. Laura says, I made like 1,000, 1,000 grilled cheese sandwiches. I told my daughter she's going to eventually turn into cheese. Wow, that's something to look forward to for a daughter. Yes, my mom told me one day I'm going to turn into cheese. Not, not like scientists or astronauts. No, I'm turning to cheese. Just one stitch here. I'm doing a lot of yogi moves today. Kathy says, I had a grilled cheese for lunch today. Well, what? That's a coincidence. Just so happened. Kathy had a grilled cheese. And I could not open pickle jar. I was very upset. Oh dear. Yes. It's frustrating, isn't it? You know the food is in there. You want the pickles, but you can't open the jar. Oh dear. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, we're going to have chocolate time, aren't we? Totally forgot. Hang on, let me just do this stitch. Just pull it up here. Rest my needle here. Chocolate time, guys. I know it's a little bit later than usual. We do our best. And here we go. There. So look at my new flower here. It's looking very, very nice. Here we go. Let's have a little bit of chocolate. No cheese toasties here. No cheese, what is it called? Grilled cheese. No grilled cheese here. But we have, I nearly said sandwich. No. But we have chocolate buttons, okay? Do you think chocolate would go well with cheese? I wonder. Here we go. Chocolate button. A giant chocolate button. The size of a needle miter. Cheers, guys. Bubble cheese. What's bubble cheese? Are we opening another door, a cheese door? So bubble cheese, according to Ruth, is cheese on top of a slice of bread and placed under the grill, okay? And the cheese will bubble and brown slightly on top. You could also put anything else you want under the cheese. Under the cheese. Oh, I see. So you have a piece of bread. So it's a little bit like pizza, really, with a piece of bread. you can put some toppings or whatever and cover it with a layer of cheese. So it's kind of pizza toast. Hit the spot. Cassie say, I'm finding I only comment when a conversation turns to food. That's very frequent, Cassie. So you're going to be, commenting a lot. For some reason, we just always end up talking about food. Grace Arson says, I'm eating ham and pineapple. Here it comes, guys. It's getting worse. Yes. Grace says, I'm eating ham and pineapple pizza as we speak. I think Grace just wants to be controversial. I bet she's probably eating, I don't know, a tomato salad. And Janine is having pizza as well, with or without pineapple. Janine says, with cheese? Cheesy breadsticks. So, hang on. Janine's having pizza with cheese. So, there's cheese on pizza, right? And cheesy breadsticks with cheese. And barbecue wings for dinner. No cheese for barbecue wings? Oh, yes. And guess who brought things for me to cook tonight? Mr. Janine loves fat and cheese. So, oh, I know. Guys, you know what's happening? You know the program we're talking about? Ready, Steady, Cook. I think Janine and the husband, they're playing Ready, Steady, Cook. So the husband is bring a bag of grocery, right? And Janine has to figure out how to cook it. Oh, that's the secret for a lovely marriage, I think. Ready, Steady, Cook, every day. Lovely coffee. Suzanne says you have to try grilled cheese and sandwiches and tomato soup combo. Yes, that sounds lovely. So what kind of tomato soup? Do you make it from scratch? I want to do it, correctly. Not that I eat cheese much, but, I can try I can have vegan cheese, can't I? Ham and pineapple pizza. Here we go again. Kristen says, I always believe that open-faced sandwich shouldn't be called a sandwich. Nothing sandwich. I know. It's kind of pizza, really, with a piece of bread. Then, again, the Italians might question, what is the definition of a pizza? I don't know. I know it probably involves cheese of some sort. Cassie says, Yogi, have you ever been to the States? I have once, just once, quite a few years ago. I went to New York and I was there for, I want to say 10 days-ish. It was quite long in Manhattan. We were there for quite a while. And it was winter as well, so I think it snowed a little bit. And I love New York, actually, because at that point, I was even thinking, well, maybe I could live here. But then I never went back. But that's my only experience of USA. But I think New York is probably very different from the rest of the country, I presume. Oh dear, that's a lily, my goodness. Oh, babe. Have mercy. Have mercy on Yogi. I think Lily's having a fight with some other cats. It's very territorial. A01. A01. Oh, dipping is involved as well, Chelsea. You're introducing a slightly different dimension to the tomato soup and cheese sandwich situation. Chelsea saying you dip your sandwich in the soup. Oh, is that how you eat it properly? Okay. Lizzie says, I love tomato soup, particularly hens. So that's a tin soup. And, wow. Goodness, I'm slightly behind. Let me go. Oh, chocolate time. Susan, I only saw your comment there. Sorry. I'm slightly behind. Let me just move forward here to catch up on what everybody's talking about. So Maddie's going out for pizza as well. Oh yes, Bex and Captain Squirrels, they're meeting up in person for a kind of a stitching group thingy, isn't it? Meeting. That's so lovely. That's amazing. When are you going to meet up? Yes. Lona, it's Lily and a couple of other cats in the neighborhood. I think Lily's very territorial, so he's trying to bully everyone away. I mean, Dolly's inside, so I think she's okay. Let me just double check. Let me just lock the door, the cat flap, so she's not going to run out. Just give me a second here. So cat management here. So I just locked the outgoing of the cat flap just for the time being. So you're not going to get into fight or anything. I know, Laura. I know, Lily. Lily's like, it's been over maybe nearly 2 weeks, and he's still coming, trying to check if he's able to come in. It's really, really challenging for me as well, because every time I hear that, Lily's very, very vocal. So he will cry and everything. Oh, I know. It's just... Maybe Laura, maybe you can take on Lily, right? I don't think that's a good idea for Laura. Laura's got like quite a few cats, like 8 cats or something. Maddie says, my dogs are in trouble, Yogi. They shredded to bits my Fierce Beauty Mini. Really? The web. Shredded. My goodness. Well, maybe they just They just do not satisfied with the stitching of that piece, Maddie. They're trying to send you a message. And see you later, Maddie. And Beck says we're meeting at a cross-stitching group at a local library this afternoon. Oh, our libraries are more of a community centre with a lot going on. That's wonderful. That's really wonderful. Yes, we talked about that the couple of days ago, and it's just so wonderful. You just happen to be in a neighbourhood. And both love stitching. 310. I can do a little bit of 310 here. Why not? So there's still quite a lot of 310 going on here. 2. Jinian says New York is definitely its own world. Yeah, I had that feeling, even though I liked it, but I don't think it's representative of the rest of the country. It's a little bit like London. You know, you come to London, you think that's the whole country. Not at all. It's very different from area to area. I think cities, they probably tend to have more things in common with other cities. But I like New York. Here we go. A few more 310 stitches. Sola says America is like several countries in one. Absolutely, and probably literally as well, because all different states, you have your own governments, don't you? So it's like going to different countries. You've got like over 50 countries, you know, joined together. And each area, some of them have very different kind of law, you know, and regulations and stuff like that. So literally, I think in multiple countries kind of join together. And being a sort of trial watcher and a true crime person as well. So I got to hear about sort of different practices. You know, I think lawyers in America, you have to get different licenses to work in different states, don't you? Because each state is different. So that's practically different countries, aren't they? Me. Hey, Chrissy, welcome. Lynn says Yogi Lily knows who will look after him. 5-star hotel. I know. Yes. Chrissy says, hello everyone. What are you working on today? Love your progress, Yogi. Yes, you can have a look. This is Traveling Library. Beck says, are you interested in visiting Australia? Yes, I do, but it's a long I don't know how long does it take to fly over here, over to Australia, because I'm not a big, not a fan for flying. In fact, I'm scared of flying. I get very anxious just thinking about it. So I try to do shorter flights, to Europe, for instance. I try to get on Eurostar and travel from there if I can. And I just do not enjoy flying. So I'm looking for all sorts of excuses not to do it. I think Australia is kind of a long way, isn't it? And I think my flying to New York, it wasn't too bad. It was like 5 hours or something. Am I correct? Yes, I can't remember very well, but I think it was like 5 hours or something. Rose says we have a group. That means a local library ones. Yes, that's wonderful. Library is good, isn't it? We actually have a library nearby. It's quite a modern one. They only built it only a few years ago, a new building and everything. But I've never been inside. I kind of walk past every day or cycle past. But I just don't know what I need in there. I don't borrow books. And I don't need to photocopy. I don't know what, you know. There's just no reason to go. Kathy says, yes, they do. I work for lawyers. I know, literally you have to learn different laws for different states. And you need to get like different licenses and permissions to work in different areas. Lona, I agree with you. I know. It literally physically hurts when I hear it. And I have to admit, I sobbed a few times because my heart breaks. And I wish I could make it work, but it's just, I've tried so many times with him. Solar Wind says each state is a bit different, but federal law takes precedence. Indeed, yes. But a lot of crimes, like most of the times for I shouldn't say regular murders, but on that level, tends to be kind of on the state level, isn't it? I think when you have gun crime, for instance, it becomes federal. Roxy Wild says, I believe LA to Australia is about 16 hours. Oh my God, that's so long. Yes, it's a long flight, isn't it? Solar says, flying used to be safe and dependable, but now the planes are so old. Plus, the airlines have laid off so many pilots. Yeah, well, this is one type of industry that you can't really cut corners. It's about people's lives. You just cannot go cheap. Beck says a long flight will be worth it. I bet. It's quite beautiful, isn't it? Australia. I've seen pictures, watch videos. majority of places I travel, they tend to be Europe, and I went to Budapest a few months ago to see a friend. It wasn't a long flight, so it was kind of okay. Travis says I had a flight to Europe and it was 11 hours there. I was in grade 12. Oh, I got to go to Spain and southern France for school trip. That's very nice. Very nice for school trip. Roxy Wow says, fun fact. Is it fun? The longest flight in the world is JFK, it's an airport, isn't it? To SIN. Where is that? Which is just under 19 hours. Can you fly for that long? Do you not have to stop and refuel? 19 hours is a long time. Normally they have to make a few stops, don't they? It doesn't sound like fun at all, Roxy. It sounds terrifying. Janine says, hopefully when I fly to Florida in April, I'll get there and back in one piece. How long is the flight then from where you are? I don't know where Janine is. Roxy says, Airbus has a very specific plane for that 19-hour flight. Wow. It probably has to be a very large airplane to carry that amount of fuel. That's like 20 hours, isn't it? Suzanne says, Stockholm to San Francisco took 3 flights. It was like 18-hour travel time. Oh, yes, I think long flight is pretty bad, but if you have to transfer for 3 times and take off and landing 3 times, that is probably worse as well. Because I get really, really nervous when the plane takes off and landing as well. I literally cannot breathe. It was just terrible. It's no fun at all. Rajal says from Texas to Nairobi, Kenya is 23 hours. So it's even longer. Do you have to transfer or is this direct flight? That's insane. That's an entire day, 24 hours. Suzanne says, that's why I haven't been back to California since 2006. Wow. That's like 20 years. Well, they just have to invent a different way of traveling, seriously, because planes are not good. Planes are planes are no fun. The food is terrible, the coffee sucks, and it's terrifying. Oh, here's a little nut. Yes. It's just generally a terrible idea. Captain Squirrel says, I went on a 6-hour flight once, and that was not for me. Yes, it's no fun. Oh, so Rajao is going to Kenya. 23 hours? Non-stop? So Ginny is in MA, that's Massachusetts. And direct flight takes about 3.5 hours. So our flight is a layover. So 3.5 hours. Okay, so about 6-hour journey. It's exhausting as well. I mean, flying, traveling is just exhausting. Oh, I think I marked some stitches I haven't done yet. Where am I? 1, 2. Andrea says, I flew from the South Island in New Zealand to Central Texas. 3 planes and 2-hour car rides. Total trip, 26 hours. I hope you had very good reasons to go there. Dear, oh dear, that's a lot. You're quite right, Cassie. So, in terms of where you sit, whether you sit somewhere that's really jam-packed versus maybe, business class or whatever, makes a lot of difference to the quality of your trip, isn't it? If you're like packed together like sardine, as you said, nighting out is gonna just be 10 times worse than if you have more space, you know. I'm with you, Captain Squirrel. I'm really, really not a fan of traveling. I mean, even traveling on a train, okay? Train, if I go anywhere else in the UK, then I travel on the trains most of the time. Not very often, but still, it's exhausting. I mean, traveling is just exhausting for me. So I don't know why some people, they kind of do it for fun. It's no fun at all. Wow, so 23-hour journeys, one stop. So you're stuck on a plane for 23 hours, Raja. Laura says I may have to go take 6-hour-ish flight to California at some point, and you guys are making me nervous. Well, some people are okay, and some people even choose to work on planes, you know, flight attendants, pilots. I think pilots psychologically might be slightly different because you're controlling the plane. Whereas if you're a passenger, literally, you have no control over anything. You're at the mercy of everything, someone else's, you know, flying skills, and also the plane as well, whether the plane is safe and no glitches, you know, all sorts of things. So it feels very differently. And I can never understand why anybody would choose to work on the plane by choice. How strange. Ships sink. I don't know. Yes. It's hopeless when it comes to traveling. And also, you know, with ships like cruises, etc., even if they don't sink, you probably get very, very sick. You know, seasick and anything else, all sorts of things. Kathy says, I love landings, even though they say harder. It's harder on a pilot. There's many videos on pilots, of pilots on YouTube to watch. I don't like takeoffs. But what's the difference though? Because landing is just equally scary because depends on the pilot's flying skills. Sometimes very smooth, which is quite scary in a different kind of way because I always kind of expect some sort of impact, you know, a little bump. When there isn't any, I kind of get nervous as well. And taking off is definitely scary because yeah, you're in the air. You can't, you know, there's no going back. It's just not for me, I think. So I don't really get on a plane unless I just have no choice. Lynn says, be okay if you, Yogi, if you could go on first class. Yes, exactly. It'd be so much better, wouldn't it? Travis says, when I was on my way back, my mom was watching the news and there were 3 plane crashes while I was up in the air, 3 in a day. Oh, that wasn't a very good day then. I bet your mom was like nervous wreck. Exactly, Bags. Bags says travel in general is exhausting. You need to go home for a holiday and recoup. Exactly. I'm normally 10 times more exhausted after a so-called holiday, you know. I think traveling can be fun, but it's not holiday. It's like a project. You have to do is an adventure. You do it, and if you survive and come back, you need a proper holiday to recover from it, I think. So I don't know why people do that, you know, by choice to relax. Which part of it is relaxing? Not at all. Okay, A15. A15. Yes, taking off and landings, they're most dangerous. Oh, that's how really nice to know. Yeah, because once you kind of take off and in the air, it's autopilot most of the time, isn't it? And which is slightly scary on its own, but you know, there are less things to go wrong. But I think taking off and landing, yes, is when most, problems happen. Betty Hankins says, from Tennessee to Nepal is 24 hours? Straight flight? No, it's just getting worse and worse. Captain Squirrel says, I love Titanic stuff too. You know, guys, so let's do a poll here. Anybody here has not watched Titanic? Me! I haven't watched that film. I think that film is like 20 years old, isn't it? Or something like that. I have not watched it. Anybody else? Am I the only one in the universe that has not watched Titanic? Hello, MHS1024. It's probably the last time I'm going to pronounce it properly. My first stream. Yay, welcome. Yes, you made it. You made it. Have you watched Titanic, the movie? I have not. Kathy says, but landing means closer to the ground. No, no, that doesn't sound good at all. MHS says, I'm working on design works kit tonight. Very nice. Lynn says, Yogi, I had a friend. She was a pilot, but she could not drive. Hello. Yes, if she cannot drive, I don't know if I want to trust her as a pilot as well. Does she have sense of direction? Can she read maps? Oh, Clara as well. Clara has never watched Titanic. At least I have one more person like me. I know. For some reason, I'm just not interested. Chelsea Summers says, I've never seen it all the way. So you saw bits and pieces. I've only seen clips, Sometimes you just come across them on YouTube or something. But so I know the famous bit, where they're on the, the bit I'm talking about. Oh, Betty Hankins as well. So we have quite a few at least 3 people in the chat that have not watched Titanic. I'm feeling a little bit more normal now. 28 years old, the film. Really? Oh dear. And also that song, you know, by Celine Dion is driving me crazy. I cannot, I just can't. And Anna as well. Wow. I'm very happy to know. Because it seems like, you know, I was on an impression that everybody has seen it. There's certain movies, it just seems like everybody has seen it. Clearly not. Anna says, I heard it's romantic and stuff, so no thanks. Yes. I don't know. It's just like, yes. I think quite a lot of films, when everybody's watching it, somehow I just I lose interest. Roxy, I know. Roxy says, to be fair, flying planes and driving a car are two completely different skills. That's why. I believe you. I mean, if you drive Uber, it doesn't mean you can fly, you know, fly a plane. They're not interchangeable. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Michelle Fuller says, Yogi, I see you're doing a pretty good job of staying away from browns and tans. You can't hide from the ceiling forever. I know you. Yes, you got me, Michelle. Because what in the beginning of the stream, and I've probably been saying this for about 3 sessions now with this piece. I kept saying, I'm going to come down here and work on this moon face here. And I did a little bit, and then I kind of went, maybe let me just come over here. Yes, you're quite right. I'm secretly trying to avoid these browns. I kept making mistakes. But eventually, I'll have to face up the reality in 20 years' time. Bex says the famous bit when the ship sinks. No, Bex, the romantic bit. You know, when Kate Winslet, she's doing the flying bit at the top. You know, in the wherever it is on the ship with the guy Leonardo DiCaprio. That's the famous bit. Not sinking, okay? No spoiler. No spoilers for our future Titanic viewers. Janine says everybody's seen Titanic. It's a great movie. There you go. Travis says, I was 6 years old when it came out. We were at my parents' friend's house, and they let us watch it. So you watched it on TV? Right. And Travis says, I was told to turn my eyes during the drawing scenes. Oh, is there some sort of spicy things going on there? I have not watched the movie, you see. Just look away, Travis. Susan says, the overhype is off-putting. I don't know if it's overhyped. Maybe it's a very good movie as well. But somehow, when everybody's just watching it, and everybody loves a movie, that's when I kind of want to walk away and go, let me watch something else. I don't know. I don't know why I do that. Lynn says, Yogi, my granddad built Titanic. What? Your granddad? He built it by himself. We're not talking about Lego Titanic, are we, Lynn? Really? Was he kind of engineer or something? Betty says that's like stitching for me. If I see a chart often being stitched, it turns me off from wanting it unless it's a really great one that grabs me. Well, that's fair. Yes. Yes. Maybe it's a little bit like that when everybody loves it and you kind of go, well, maybe I don't love it. Who knows? A15. So, Betty, are you working on this one then? Everybody loves it, but it's really nice. Michelle says, I've been stuck in the ceiling since October. There's a context to this comment, okay? Michelle is not literally stuck in the ceiling. She's referring to this piece. But there's quite a lot going on here because originally when I started this method, going from middle, center, and I thought I was going to travel quite fast down to various locations. But I've been here, so I think Susan reminded us, we've been stitching this piece since the beginning of October. So it's 4 months. For 4 months, pretty much, I've been here. It's a little bit above where I started, but pretty much 4 months I spent it here. I mean, Guangzhou is not every day, but still, it's 4 months of work on and off. And yeah, so it's going to take a long, long time for me to go further down. It takes a little bit of effort because there's so much going on and there are bits and pieces I just want to stop and stitch. So it's quite okay. I'm not in a hurry. Oh, so Suzanne loves the costume of Titanic. Let me pick the next color. Let me try to pick one that's not brown or beige, okay? But the surrounding stitches, they are pretty much 310-ish. Let me go up a little bit, why not? In fact, let me take another strand of A15. Lona, oh, Lona has been sensible. Lona says, referring to my brown beige phobia that's happening here. Lona says, but if you do it now, it's done and over. You wouldn't have to dread it for the next 20 years. But then, Lona, that would be too sensible, wouldn't it? Lona. Yes. Oh, there's some spicy scenes in there. But I thought it was for family viewing. Is it not kind of for general public? It just seems like everybody's in it, including children. Captain Squirrel says, I have a Titanic web. Oh, which part? The spicy part. Kathy says, I remember when Rocky came out a long time ago and everybody was talking about it. I went to see it and couldn't figure out what the hype was about. But you know, I think it was last year or the year before, there was a film called, is it Everywhere, Every Time, All Together, something like that. You know that film? That won Oscar for, I think, the best film of the year or something like that. You know the one I'm talking about. And I didn't go to cinema to see it, okay? I have not been to cinema for many years. But it happened to come out. I think it was it on Netflix or was it on Prime? I can't remember. One of those. I watched it and I was scratching my head thinking, why is this film the best film of the year? Do we not have any new films or good films anymore? It was okay, but it was a bit boring and predictable. And some parts I just couldn't understand it. So I don't know. Sometimes you just don't know. It's hard to explain why people like certain things. I think it's called Anywhere, Anytime, something, All at Once or something. Oh, Everywhere, Anywhere, All at Once. Yes, I can't even remember the title. Lona says, Yogi, you cannot convince me that in 10 years even, that you will look forward to doing the ceiling. Well, I might. So my plan for this this piece and most of my pieces is divide and conquer, right? So it's a balance between doing, you know, more kind of background kind of stitching, block stitching versus kind of little bit more juicy part of it. So a little bit of everything. So that's my strategy. So who knows? I might be looking forward to doing the ceiling at some point. Okay, there's two over here. Susan says Titanic whip equals iceberg. Harsh but true. So Sola says the movies are too political. Michelle Fuller says, still have not seen the Seinfeld shows. Oh, Michelle. I do love Seinfeld. I have to say, when I discovered Seinfeld, it was already over. I think the whole show probably ended somewhere, I don't know, 2000 or something. And I didn't discover it till much later. And I watched it. I think I probably had it on Prime and Netflix as well. And I just love it. And I love New York anyway. So I love anything that's based in New York. And yeah, just my kind of humor. I can't describe what kind of humor it is. It's just very silly and just weird. I like it. I like Seinfeld. Right, there's two. Oh, are we talking about a Titanic? The oil of the ship is still leaking, is it? Is it possible? It's been a long time. I haven't watched a movie for a long time. Even though recently, there was this film with is it Demi Moore and another girl. I think it's called Substance or something like that. I have not watched it because it's not on Prime or anything like that, and I don't want to pay for it because I'm just not curious enough to do that. So if it's not there already on Prime or something like that, I don't watch it. I don't know. I used to love films a lot more, but for some reason I just stopped watching them. Oh, Pearl Harbor. Okay, wow. So they're movies. They're probably about three or four types of movies I just don't watch. I don't watch anything like war movies. I don't. And I don't watch anything with kind of animals in them. And I don't watch, what else do I not watch? Maybe political, like historical things. I don't know. I like a Western as well, unfortunately. I just cannot relate to it. So, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Frasier. I watched a little bit as well. Seattle, isn't it? That's where it's based. Sitcoms used to be everywhere. Not so much, you know. A15, A15. Laura says, I've been watching Killer Cases on Prime. There was one episode, 2 minutes, and I'm like, the husband is guilty. So it's a true crime program, is it? No, I didn't watch Pearl Harbor as well. I'm not even aware there's a movie about it. I mean, it's going to be just too depressing, isn't it? Wars and just disasters. Yeah, I'm with you, Sola. I don't like movies about controversial issues. Well, probably depends. I have to say, depends on what issues. But anything that's kind of political or I don't know, I'm just not interested. I like a mystery, you know, like a good thriller and just strange stories, you know, interesting stories. All right then. It's 7 minutes past midnight. I could go on a little bit, but then I have quite early classes tomorrow morning, so I'm gonna pick one more color, okay? And I'm gonna take it nice and easy. No browns or beige, okay, guys? Just so you know, not for me tonight. I'm gonna go for I can go for some 310, but I think I'm going to pick something maybe reddish if I can. Let me have a look. Do I have stitches like that? I can do this one then. This blue. It's a blue. Okay. So I'm going to do this one. That looks quite civilized. Okay, 3750. 3750, and this is going to be the last few stitches here for this session. So I'm gonna go from the top if I can. 1, 2. This is a nice color to finish. Beg says war movies are too real for me, and me too, Begs. I don't like it. It's just too sad. Yes. Because a lot of times you want to watch a good story, like a good movie, to escape from, you know, just a little bit of escapism. But if you watch something like that, you just get dragged into too much reality, I think. Just too much. Two, three. Laura says it's true crime, and it was a police interview, and you could tell right away his grief was so fake. Yes, sometimes on YouTube, you get a lot of interrogation, sort of content. So they're literally, the actual interrogation that happened when they speak with the suspect. And yeah, a lot of times you just go, no, you're lying. I can see through you right away. Oh, Samantha. Samantha says, I was in the Army National Guard for 14 years and went to two deployments. And ever since, I cannot watch war movies anymore. I bet. Oh my God, that's just too real. Jeez. I totally understand that. I've never been, to the war zone. I can't watch that. It's just too much. Ginny says Arsenic and Olace is a fantastic movie. Really? What kind of movie is it? And a lot of times, people go on the front line to, for whatever reason, they're in the military or whatever, and they come back with all the things they've seen, and they don't get any kind of therapy or anything, any help, counseling. They just come back and expect to live normally again, quote unquote. All right then, this is the last stitch. Done. Let me end this right here. There. 3750. 3750. There you go, guys. So these are the final few stitches here, the blue, and I mark them, which is very unusual because normally the final stitches I just forget to mark them. So it's done here. So let me remove this one, screen here, so you can see. Have a look at my little bumblebees and flowers here. It's really, really pretty and so much going on here. So this piece, Traveling Library, I've been working on it for a few months now, 3-4 months, and this is what I've got mostly. This is the majority of the stitch area. There's a little bit on top there, and nice and slowly but steadily, I've been making progress, and I'm stitching on 28 count even weave and 1/1. Okay, so thank you so much, Captain. This is looking really good. I just love the colors, just so pretty. I just never get tired of looking at it. So I want to show you my app here because, I want to share my stitch counts with you. And no alien, not in the alien territory there, just give you a heads up. So here we go. So today, for this session, Aimee SAL, this is where I am. So there's a little bit on the top. That's where I started. And from here, Let me show you the numbers. Are you ready, guys? My stitch count today is 3, 2, and 1. The grand total of the stitches Yogi has made today is 180 stitches. Yay! Not bad. Not bad. Average. Yes, Samantha says, don't forget to like and subscribe. And do not forget, we have, goodies now. Okay, so go to the store section and you will find a link. And also at this moment, there's a link on top of the chat as well. I'm really excited to share the design with you, and more to come. I'm designing the clothing items here, and I'll definitely let you know when I get them. I think quite a lot of you are looking forward to some t-shirts and a couple of other things, and I'll look into the stickers as well. It'll be quite fun, isn't it? And you can have them anywhere with you. So thank you guys for joining me today. It's 15 minutes past midnight. I would have stayed a little bit longer, but I have morning classes on Sunday and power yoga. So, and from the sleepy London town, Yogi signing out. And yes, today we have a new dolly emoji. It's gorgeous, if I may say so myself. And nighty night, everyone. And we're going to come back a Sunday for another stitching session. And I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow here. So night night, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.